Aisha, the blessed Prophet's wife, was a very hospitable person. She loved to entertain guests and spend happy hours chatting to them. Once a woman came to visit Aisha, bringing her 2 daughters with her. Aisha received her, smiling and welcoming, and very soon the 2 women were deep in conversation. However, Aisha was faced with a certain difficulty. She wanted to entertain her guests, but at that time things were very hard in Medina. Often the people went hungry, and in the blessed Prophet's house no fire was made for days on end. It was difficult to come by the simplest food, and even dates were in short supply. Aisha decided that she must search the house thoroughly in the hope of finding something to offer her guest. The room in which she had welcomed her guest was so small that when Aisha stood up, her head almost touched the ceiling. It did not take Aisha very long to search it, and she quickly realized that she did not have very much to offer her guest. Eventually, though, she managed to find 3 dates. Aisha gave them to her guest, who looked at her very gratefully. The woman gave 1 date to each of her daughters, and the girls grabbed them eagerly. They were very hungry and had not had enough to eat for several days. Their mother kept 1 date for herself, but she did not eat it. Instead, she held it in her hand while she went on talking to Aisha. Because they were hungry, the 2 little girls gobbled up their dates very quickly. When they had finished, they began to eye the last date, the one which their mother held in her hand. Their mother saw them out of the corner of her eye, and she smiled. She knew exactly what they wanted and what she must do, so she divided the last date into 2 pieces and gave half to each of the girls. Aisha was very moved by the great love and self-sacrifice shown by this mother, and as soon as the blessed Prophet came home, she told him what had happened. Indeed, the blessed Prophet said, "The woman has entered paradise because of the love and kindness she showed to her little daughters. Allah will show her mercy because she showed mercy to them."